Stephen Curry sees Waitress struggling, and when he does this, she breaks down in tears. Stephen Curry was known all over the world for being an amazing basketball player. He could shoot three-pointers from far away like magic, and his smile made everyone feel happy. But what many people didn't know was that Stephen had a big heart. He always looked for ways to help others, even when no one was watching. One sunny afternoon, Stephen and his friend Coach Mike were walking through the quiet streets of a small town. They had just finished a basketball camp for kids and were looking for a place to eat. After walking for a bit, they saw a little diner called Sonny's Spot. It had a bright yellow sign and a smell of pancakes and burgers that made their mouths water. "Let's try this place," Stephen said with a smile. They walked inside and found a cozy table near the window. The diner was small, with red booths and checkered floors. There weren't many people inside, but there was only one waitress running around. Her name tag said Jenny. Jenny looked tired. Her hair was a little messy, and she was trying to balance 3 plates while talking to a man at the counter and refilling someone's drink. Stephen watched her for a moment. She bumped into a chair and almost dropped the plates. Her eyes looked sad, but she kept smiling and saying, "Thank you for waiting." Jenny finally came to their table. She took a deep breath and forced a smile. "Hi, welcome to Sonny's Spot. I'm Jenny. Can I get you started with something to drink?" Stephen and Coach Mike smiled kindly. "Hi, Jenny. Water would be great for now. Take your time, no rush," Stephen said gently. Jenny blinked. Most people were usually in a hurry or grumpy. She nodded. "Thanks. I'll be right back." As she walked away, Stephen whispered to Coach Mike, "She looks like she's having a rough day." Coach Mike nodded. "Yeah, but she's doing her best." Jenny brought back their water and took their order. While they waited for their food, Stephen noticed a few things. Jenny kept looking at her phone when no one was watching. Once, he even saw her wipe a tear from her eye. She looked like she was trying not to cry. When she brought them their food, she apologized. "Sorry it took so long. It's just me today." The other waitress called out sick. "No worries at all," Stephen said warmly. "The food looks great." Jenny smiled a little, but it didn't reach her eyes. After she walked away, Stephen looked thoughtful. Then he reached into his backpack and pulled out something small, a little envelope. "What's that?" Coach Mike asked. Stephen whispered, "I carry thank you cards when I travel. Sometimes people just need to feel seen." He scribbled something inside the card, then looked through his wallet. He took out a $100 bill and tucked it into the envelope. Then he stopped. He looked at the card again, thought for a moment, and added another 100, then another. "Whoa," Coach Mike said. "Are you giving her all that?" Stephen smiled. "I think she needs it more than I do." The note in the card said, "Dear Jenny, I saw how hard you were working today. You didn't give up, even when things were tough. That's something to be proud of. Keep going, you matter, and you're not alone. Stephen Curry." Stephen quietly left the envelope on the table, under his empty glass. Then he and Coach Mike waved goodbye to Jenny, who was wiping down a table nearby. "Thanks for the food," Stephen called. Jenny smiled. "Thanks for coming in. Have a great day." After they left, Jenny came to clean their table. When she lifted the glass and found the envelope, she frowned. She opened it and saw the card first. Her eyes scanned the words, and she froze. Then she saw the money. Jenny gasped. Her hands started to shake. She looked around the diner, but Stephen and his friend were gone. Tears welled up in her eyes and began to fall. Jenny sat down in the booth, holding the card to her heart. That morning had been really hard for her. Her car had broken down, her babysitter canceled, and she had to leave her little brother with a neighbor just to make it to work. She had barely eaten anything all day, and the bills at home were piling up. But now, she couldn't believe it. The card wasn't just about the money. It was the words. Someone had seen her. Someone had noticed her hard work, her struggle, and her strength. That someone was Stephen Curry, the basketball star her brother adored. Later that night, Jenny went home and hugged her little brother tight. She told him everything. "Stephen Curry came to the diner today," she said, smiling through tears. "No way," her brother shouted. "Did you get his autograph?" Jenny laughed. "No, but he left something even better." From that day on, Jenny felt different. She walked with her head held higher. She knew that even on the hard days, she mattered, and she promised herself that one day, if she saw someone struggling like she had, she would be the one to help. And somewhere in another city, Stephen Curry smiled, knowing that sometimes the smallest act of kindness can make the biggest difference. The end.